don't know why, but all the trades and changes just tell you on the kind of I'm here to share it with you guys. It's all in Chinese, and this trade. Yeah, I've turned it down. Please silence. Okay, let's begin. First trade is like the first trade is kind of like Spellweaver, but you get both attack damage and spell power at the same time, and it's a very large trade. It's called Battle College. I don't know. It's 8 champions: Gray, Graves, Garen, Katarina, Leona, Lux, Yone, and Yumi. They are Battle College, and at the start of the combat, they get the amount of attack damage and uh, ability power. And for each cast, their allies made, they will get an additional attack damage and spell power. At 8 Battle College, they get 70 initial attack damage and spell power, and 15 additional attack damage and spell power. And yeah, it's Battle Academia. Okay. I don't know its name in English. And the other one is kind of like Divine in set 4. And it escalates at 3, 5, 7, and 9. It's under 60% of the health. All the units with this trade, they'll get a 25% damage reduction, 50% attack speed, and they will regenerate 4% of the maximum health. Uh, can you hear me now? I I am so sorry. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I don't know why I was muted. There was something wrong with this microphone. Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry. Let's start all over again. I was wondering why I didn't see any comments. Yeah. I just finished the first page where is the battle academia and kind of like the name is kind of like A-bomb, but the mechanic is kind of like the vine from Z4. Yeah, let's jump to the next page. The next page is driver device, and it grants extra attack damage for all your comps. At 2, it grants 15 attack damage, and for every extra hex augments you get, it offers an additional 5%. And at 4, it starts with 20% and 15% extra with every hex augment. And officers offers you free Zephyr, and at 2, it Zephyrs the enemy units with the most HP, and at 4, it's really powerful. It Zephyrs the unit that did the most damage in the last combat. So basically, at 4 officer, it will Zephyr the enemy carry and the enemy tank. Wow, that is too powerful. Is there no paid translation? It's not in text, it's a video. Some guy, I don't know how, he just got all the information and made a video on a Chinese platform. Unfortunately, paid translation is not possible. And Emperor is back. It used to be on set 1, and this time the mechanic is more reliable. At the start of combat, if you have 3 Emperor champion, then the unit that did the most damage on the last combat will be chosen as the Emperor. The Emperor will does more damage, and at 3 it's 16% additional damage. At 5 it's 100% additional damage. And when the Emperor dies in this combat, will be chosen the new Emperor. And this video about the set 6 leak just came out, so yeah, I'll just do it on stream. Yeah, because I'm still in mainland China. I'm connecting through a VPN, so it's lagging so hard. And this trade is called Abandoned Factory. And at the start of combat, every item that's equipped to the champion will grant 60 additional shield to every unit of our team. And yeah, here comes the funny part. Some random item components on Abandoned Factory will be transferred to a temporary complete item, and at 2 only 1 item components will be transferred, and at 4 3 of them will be transferred. And at 6, all item components will be transferred to complete item, and the shield is doubled. And the next one is Hack Sisters. It consists of Vi and Jinx. And it's kind of like Exile in set 4. And it says Hack Sisters will fight together. With this trait active, the range of the spell of Vi will be expanded to 2 hexes, and every time Jinx participates in a kill, it will get 50% attack speed buff, and it lasts 3 seconds. And Syndicate. There are 6 champions that are Syndicate. Darius, Twisted Fate, Shaco, Zyra, Braun, and Akali. And the chosen ally will be hidden in the shadow. It will get 20% Omnivamp, 50 armor, and 50 magic resist. And at 3, the Syndicate with the lowest percentage HP will be chosen as the chosen one. And at 5, all Syndicate will be chosen. And at 7, all the allies will be chosen, and the stats of the trait will be doubled. And Shapeshifter is a trait that's only to Jace. Jace is a 5-cost champion in this set. Shapeshifter has 2 shapes, and the shape will be changed when they are positioned in different places. Yordle. At the end of every combat against a player, a random Yordle will join your bench for free. And at 6, all the max mana of all Yordles will be reduced by 20%. And they are Poppy, Lulu, Ziggs, Heimerdinger, Tristana, and the new champion. She's like a Wait, let me check. And uh, th- and this trait is unique to Yumi. It's called a cutie. At the start of combat, Yumi will be attached to the ally that's closest to her, and if Yumi is departed from the ally, in 2 seconds it will again be attached to the ally with the lowest HP. After being attached to an ally, Yumi will grant that ally a shield that's equal to 75% of Yumi's max health. And if that shield is break, Yumi will left that ally. When Yumi is attached to an ally, Yumi cannot attack, but she will get 5 mana every second. And when the ally autos, Yumi will get 10 mana. Wow. Jinx is a Jinx 5 cost? Let me check. Yeah, Jinx is 5 cost, and there are 9 5 cost champions in this set in total. There are Akali, who is both assassin and syndicate. Galio is a 5 cost. Jace is 5 cost, and he's that shapeshifter. Jinx is a 5 cost, and she's like shooter and hex tag sister. Kasha is 5 cost, and Tahm Kench is 5 cost. I definitely want to mention that because Tahm Kench, his ability is so unique. It's kind of like Viego, where he swallows a champion into his stomach, but if that champion dies in the digestion progress, then possibly one item that enemy unit equipped will drop out, or the goal that's equal to the cost of that champion, that enemy unit. Shield instead of heal. It's shield. It's definitely shield. But this is just what the trait grants Yumi. I don't know her. I know her spell. Maybe her spell is kind of like a heal or something. Yeah. It kind of copy an item component from the enemy. It's not steal. Steal will make the enemy feel too bad. Right? Well, definitely not. Right is definitely not gonna do that. Yeah, totally agree with you. I can't wait for the set to begin. And the trait of Tahm Kench is also really interesting. It's called like hungry, and you can do this one time in the preparation stage. You can feed Tahm Kench with one unit, and that unit will just be gone. But Tahm Kench will get 5% of the base HP, attack damage, armor, and magic resistance from that trait. And if you want to feed Tahm Kench, you can drag that unit over on top of Tompkins and wait for it to open his mouth and then lose your key. Yeah, but this feed happens in preparation stage, and that is permanent. Anyone with a link to this? Here's the link. And another trait is called the elites. The elites will generate a buffed hex on your map, and when the battle starts, the champion on that hex will get a unique buff. At 1 elite, it's 15% damage buff, and at 2, it's 5 mana regeneration every second, and at 3, that's 20% omnivamp. And this one is not that special. It's called derivation. I don't know. When an ally dies, the other champions will get additional attack damage and spell power. At 3 it's 12, at 5 it's 24. Yeah, and here comes the classes. The first one is kind of like Spellweaver, but the AP buff is not incremental. At 2, it's all ally will get 20%. It's kind of like the buff Riven got in set 4. At 2, all ally will get 20% AP. At 3, all Spellweaver will get 40. Will get an additional 40% Spellweaver. At 4, all ally will get 30% Spellweaver, and the Spellweavers will get 60%. And at 5, the team will get 120 Spellweaver. Oh, and the next one is Protector. Every time a Protector casts, it will grant himself or herself a shield that's a percentage to its max health and it lasts 4 seconds. This shield will not is not stackable. Yeah, Dusk. Damn, I forgot his name in English. At 2 it's 30%, at 3 35%, at 4 40%, and at 5 50%. And Assassin is not so special. There's nothing different from the Assassin in set 5. Yeah, but the situation is much different. There are 7 assassins in total, but the trade stops at 6. So you don't have to get an assassin's badge to play assassin. And Twitch is an assassin. Twitch, LeBlanc, Katarina, Shaco, Talon, Echo, and Akali. And Akali. Yeah, still the same. Nothing changed. It's additional critical chance and additional critical damage. Twitch is the mouth with a bow that shoots at people, but Twitch is a one cost. Maybe there's gonna be retwitch like Kha'Zix and Griggs in set 5. Yeah, I don't understand too. How is Twitch an assassin? And Challenger. Challenger gets additional attack speed, and after a kill, they will charge to a new target, and they will get double the attack speed buff they get from the trade in the next 2.5 seconds. Yeah, that's interesting because it's a lot like a Cavalier, but it's like Cavalier with offensive buffs. Yeah, and uh, and the cast of Fiora is a lot like her original art before the large remake that happened a long time ago. I'm really looking forward to that because I'm a big fan of the old Fiora. Challenger is Carmel, Trundle. What is this? Queen, Warwick, Samira, Mordekaiser, Fiora, Yone, and Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa is the 5 cost. I'm curious what are their skills are. Yeah, I'll talk about their skills. And here's the new Mystic in set 6, but it's a little different. Wow, it's the new Mystic trace grants the Mystics more heal and shield, and additional magic resist to the comp. But the magic resist is really not that OP compared to Mystics in set 5. In set 5, 5 Mystics grants like 250 magic resist, and this time 5 Mystics only grants 75 magic resists. And the Scholars. Scholars is like the Invokers in set 5. Wow, it's interesting. Scholar, all the damage Scholar did will be transferred to AP damage, and it's passive, and all the allies will get mana every 2 seconds. At 2 it's 5 mana, at 4 is 10 mana, and at 6 is 30 mana. Skills not including items. And Jin is back. This trait hasn't changed since S3, but this time with more breakpoints. At 2, it's snipers will get additional damage the more they are away from their target. At 2 is 9% every hex they're apart. At 4 is 16%, and at 6 is 30%. The snipers are Catherine, Kog'Maw, Miss Fortune, Tristana, and Jhin. Yeah, and gunslingers are back too. When a gunslinger attacks, they had a chance to attack twice. At 2, it's no, I think it's more like Blade Master. At 2, it's 33% for 3 is 50% for 75, and 5 is 100%. And the champions are Graves, Kog'Maw, Gangplank, Urgot, and Jinx. Jinx is a 5 cost, Urgot is 4 cost, Gangplank 3 cost, Kog'Maw 2 cost, Graves 1 cost. Oh, and the new A-bomb trait is called Creator, with the icon kind of like a robot. The creators will create a new mechanic guy to join the combat. At 2, it's a mechanic bug. At 4, it's a mechanic bear. At 6, it's a mechanic dragon. The problem is there are only 5 mechanic champions. So if you want to see that mechanic dragon, you'll need a SPAD. The Jace is displayed twice here. I don't know why. Maybe because he's a shapeshifter, so it bugged. I hope Kog is like Predator Kog like Setu. Yeah, Predator Dog. Predator Cog in Set 2 is really fun to play. And this one is Monarchy or a Dictator. All ally will get additional HP, and the Dictators will get twice the buff. It's just Brawler. At 2, it's 150. At 4, 300. 6, 500. 8, 900. Nothing different. Guardian. Oh, it's like the Leona trait in set 1. At the start of combat, Guardian will get additional armor, and it will taunt nearby enemies. At 2, it's 60. At 4, 100, 120. At 6, 200, and at 8, 550. Here comes the funny one. The Giants. The Giants is with a larger body, and they are stronger, and they are immune to crowd control, but it will take 2 population of your team. They will take 2 population of your team, and at 1 it will be CC immune, and at 2 they will get 30% damage reduction. who are the 4 and 5 cost? The 5 cost is Galio. Galio is 5 cost in set 6. Braum is 4 cost. Leona is a 3 cost, and her spell is like grants herself a shield, and okay, this video is finished. But I also got some information on some of the skills of the champions, and let's talk about that. Which champion do you want to know? The skill of that champion. V. The spell of V. Let me check. Vi. It's V or Vi. I think it's Vi. Okay, got it. Vi is like brother, and the trait that gives you free Zephyr, and Hex Sister. Vi will empower her next attack. Her next attack will penetrate her target and deal damage to all enemies behind her target. It's 350 at level 1, 550 at level 2, 800 and at level 3. Oh well, and it's magic damage, and with a 40%, 50%, and 70% armor shed at level 1, 2, 3. Yasuo? I don't think Yasuo is available in this set. Can you watch Ari cosplay right? Okay. No problem. What Jinx now? Okay. Okay, Jinx. Wow, it's interesting. At the start of combat, Jinx will ride her rocket to fly to the sky, and in the appropriate time, and he will land near the center of the enemy cluster, and she will do that, and she will do magic damage to the enemies near the target. And 50% to enemies further to the center of her landing. And then Jinx will shift to her rocket launcher. And this enables her to do an AoE of 100% of her damage at level 1, 125% AD damage at level 2, and 500% AD damage at level 3. And the burning circle because of her landing will last for 5 seconds. Wow. And the burning circle will do damage to both the enemy and the ally for 2%, 2.5%, and 3% true damage every second. She drops a nuke. Yeah, that's pretty accurate because it will do damage both to the enemy and to the allies. How about Jace? Okay, let me check Jace. And the shapeshifter trait Jace got is also very interesting. Jace will be in different shapes based on his positioning. Wow. The three traits Jace has is shapeshifter and officer. Officer is the trait that offers you free Zephyr, and creator. Creator is the trait that offers you a mechanic creature to help you fight. When Jace is in the range mode, he will get 4 hex additional attack range and 30, 60, 400 AD damage. Jace will summon a gate of acceleration and grants ally 50%, 75%, 200% attack speed, which lasts for 5 seconds. And for his next 3 attacks, he will fire electronic balls to his target and do an AoE of 250%, 265%, and 100% AD damage. So if Jace in the front, he is in melee form, but if he's in back, he's in rage form. Yeah, I guess, but I only got the skill description of the ranged form, so I don't know what he does in the melee form. When will TFT update the latest version? It will be on live server in 4th November, and on PBE it's like in 5 days. What about Janna? Janna is just like the Janna in set 2. Yeah, it didn't change that much. And Sion is a forecast. The traits are Protector, Giant, and Emperor. And his skill is his Q, which is, I don't know exactly what that skill is, but it's the skills that grants you permanent HP every minions you kill. Wow. And Gangplank. The skill of Gangplank is his Q, and if he kills his target with his Q, we will get 1 gold. And Gangplank is like Blade Master and Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is the econ trait, so I believe with Bounty Hunter you get a lot of gold very quickly. Cho'Gath and Mundo. Mundo is his R. Mundo will empower himself for 6 seconds, and in that duration, he will regenerate 60%, 75%, and 200% maximum health, and do 30%, and do 30, 50, and 100 magic damage to nearby enemies twice every second. At the end of his spell, there's gonna be an explosion that does damage to the enemies near him. That's equivalent to 20%, 25%, and 30% of his maximum health. Could we look at Graves? Graves is the same as in set 3. He will shot at the enemy with the most attack speed. And Victor is like Heimerdinger in set 5. Victor is a 5-cost champion. His traits are like Divine and Spellweaver. And his spell is an unbuffed version of his R in League of Legends. In TFT, he will summon multiple what's that called? The ability looks broken. Yeah, absolutely. Let me read it again. The ability of Tom. Tom can choose his target and restore his targets in his stomach for 3 seconds. And in that time period, he does 1,000, 2,000, and 30,000 damage to his target. And his target is free of other damage in that period. and Tom will get a 40% damage reduction in that period. If his if Tom's target dies in his stomach, Tom will randomly generate the the item components that his target has, or the gold that's equal to the cost of that target. If the champion didn't die in his stomach, Tom will spit it out, and to the enemy that's furthest to Tahm Kench. Can you talk about Yumi? Yeah, let me check her spell. Her scaring. Yumi, the spell of Yumi is that she will, apart from the champion that she attached to previously, and shot 5, 6, and 20 waves of a light to the enemy that's furthest to her. Every wave will do 60, 80, 247 magic damage, and the waves will stun enemies for 1 second. After her spell is cast, he will reattach to the closest ally. Well, and Warwick is really funny because his spell is a passive spell. The attack of Warwick will do amount of damage that's equal to 6%, 9%, or 12% of the max of the current HP of his target, and heal the same amount. Can't wait to see your amazing work on this set, Sean. Yeah, I can't wait for it too. I'll probably upload several video in the first day. Are you talking about Evelyn or something? No, that spell belonged to Warwick. Every time he autos, it will do damage that's equal to. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, so that's all I know about set 6. Yeah. Hope you enjoy Hope you will enjoy. When is the official reveal? Um, I don't know. Maybe according to their plan, they won't reveal anything until like 3 days before. Uh, 3 days before 20th. Where are you from? I'm from China. Can you talk about Yumi? The spell of Yumi is uh shot a wave shot waves that does damage and stun enemies. The trait of Yumi is to let her attach to her allies and grant shield. And Yasuo is gone. 3S1, 2S5, Yasuo are all is always in TFT, and in set 6, he is gone. Uh, the link is here. But it's all in Chinese, so it's a little bit hard for you to understand. And you can use auto translate because the text are in the video. And these guys are spamming like I don't like Forge anymore. Okay, bye guys. I've got go grab some food. See you 20th when S6 starts officially on PBE. Oh, my first time hearing your voice. Yeah, I've been really busy these days. I mean, I'm still in college, so the time left for me to do YouTube is limited. Yeah, see you guys.